Hey guys, today's video is about sponsorships, so this video was sponsored by Common Sense. So let me ask you, very important question as a creator, can you go down to the comment section and let me know why people tune into you regularly, why they subscribe, why they engage with your content? It's a very simple answer to this, but I'd like you to go to the comment section, let me know very carefully. And we'll get to that in a minute. So sponsorships, we see them everywhere on YouTube. Often I end up seeing them at the start of the video. I don't like this. This is a dark nudge in marketing. And what the aim of that is to get as many people to see it as possible, but also get them invested in your content because they've watched a couple of adverts beforehand. And this can actually kill you in the analytics because there are some people who will watch an ad, and then they'll see you doing an ad and they're going to click off that video. And then you've lost a potential future subscriber, which is really bad because subscribers are our lifeblood as creators. We love the subscribers. But when it comes down to it, sponsorships are negative when it comes to actually getting stuff out there, because the reason people are on your channel, and this is the answer to the question, is because of you. You are the creator and they're there because of you, which means that when it comes to selling anything, the product people are most likely to buy is you. So when it comes down to it, let's say you run a gaming channel. You think it's a good idea to run things for VPNs, for gaming chairs, for energy drinks. Now, what's happening is people are tuning in to see your videos, right? And you are narrowing things down because there are people there for you, and there are people there very simply who will be interested in potentially getting an energy drink and all that sort of stuff. Now, there's actually a curse that will hit you later, all right, from this. But let's say people do actually go down, they click your affiliate link, and they go all the way through to the site that is sponsoring you when in fact you're actually sponsoring them. I'll get to that in a minute. But basically what's happening is when they go through to that site, a lot of them have got these apps like Honey, whatever, browser extensions, which will apply a code at checkout and help people get the products for cheaper. And what will happen then is you'll get the click-through on your link, but you will not see a single penny. So you're doing the advertising for free, and on top of that, these browser extensions and apps and all of these other things are getting paid from your hard work. However, if you go with something like Patreon or Subscribestar, you're going to have a much wider audience because these people are actively interested in you. And you're going to get your best people right at the end of a video because then you've delivered them beautiful content, they can see it, they can enjoy it, and they will think, wow, actually, this is really good, you know, so maybe I will do this. So what's happening is if you put an advert at the start of your video, this is really bad. Yeah, you'll get more click-throughs, but you are not going to see as good a result from that. However, at the end, you're going to get less click-throughs, but you'll have more people that will actually, a much higher percentage of people will actually support your channel and support your growth by donating to you. And this is really important, because at the end of the day, as creators, we need to get our stuff out there. We need to make money somehow, and it is really good when people care enough to donate to us. So when it comes down to it, running with a sponsorship is not necessarily a good idea, because all you're doing at the end of the day is doing free advertising for a company, and in a lot of cases you're getting your hard-earned work completely and totally shafted away by things like these browser extensions. So my advice to you is really focus not on getting sponsorships, but get an easy Patreon account or a Subscribestar set up and promote that right at the end of your videos. It is a much better way to do things. Now, when it comes to sponsorships, I will be making videos on how to get sponsors. I have actually started work on something where people can then go through and they can get a sponsor easily. I don't really know why people do it, but they've got a lot of friends. My ex-partner was one of them who didn't listen to me on this topic, but there are a lot of people who are interested in getting sponsorships, and it can lend an air of authenticity to you as a creator to have these sponsorships and have big companies involved with you. But the important thing is to control this and to basically go with something where people are more likely to actually support you, and you're more likely to see a long-term growth financially over it. Because at the end of the day, even if someone buys a product, they're not going to go back tomorrow and buy a gaming chair, and the next day and the next day and the next day. They are not necessarily going to go back and get energy drinks from your affiliate links. They might like the energy drink, but you've already sold the product, you've got your 22p or whatever the heck you get from your sponsorship payment. It's not a lot of money. But when it comes down to it, if you've got someone who says, "Hey, I like this person's content. I'm going to put some money into Patreon every month for them." Well, you've got a long-term thing. This person may just pay you £1 a month, all right? But that £1 a month, that's £12 at the end of the year. £24 if they stay for 2 years. It just keeps going up. And if you've got a lot of people, and you're going to have a higher hit rate with this stuff because people are actually liking your content and you're not narrowing down that audience, you are going to be able to build a lot better over time. And this is really, really important, because you may just think, oh, well, it's only a couple of quid, but it's only a couple of quid with a sponsorship. You've also got all of the problems with tax and everything else when it comes to those things, and it's much easier, rather than running several different sponsorships for several different products and having to deal with the taxes from that, because then you've got to deal with accountants and all that other nonsense. This is why I don't do any of this stuff. But if you're only going with something where people are donating to you specifically through one specific platform, you are going to find it a lot easier to get your taxes done with that kind of stuff. Anyway, at the end of the day, I will be making some videos talking a little bit about affiliate marketing, because I do make money with affiliate marketing. I don't run any sponsorships or anything like that on my channels. I tend to get affiliate marketing results through websites and putting adverts up on websites, things like that. That is the way that I do things. However, I do know that there are people out there who do make a little bit of money here and there from these sponsorships, and maybe it's a path that you want to go down with your channel, but I do not recommend it. Even so, I know it, I've got the skills, I might as well share the knowledge. So stay tuned for that in future videos. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please take the time to give me a like. I would really, really appreciate that. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to me, just give me a like. I'd really, really appreciate that. Too many calls to action in one go is never good for videos. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. I really appreciate it. And if you've watched this far and you've enjoyed the content, I will hopefully be making more content for you to come. Anyway, you have a lovely day, and thank you for tuning in. I always remember my audience is really important. I'll always try and get back to anyone who has a comment for me. I really appreciate it. Anyway, you take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.